God morning, God morning. It is your favorite auditor's favorite auditor. Audit them, the one who encourages you to audit them. Early bird gets the worm. Sleepy head, prepare for debt. Hey, Jenny, how's it going, Jenny? God morning. All right, guys, we're going to take this to a whole different step now. We're going to take this to a whole different step. Volume is slightly lower than usual. The audio is slightly lower than usual. What about now? It's turned up just a little bit. Take this to a whole different step now. If you would please hit the thumb up and let me know where everybody's tuning in from. We have something big on the agenda. It's going to come crashing down for many people involved. There's bad faith actors that are required to uphold their duty, which are not, and this is starting to get real ugly. It's not going to look good at all. We're going to get in depth here. This is a story from a violation of a court order where there's a criminal offense taking place right now. And now let's pull up a few things here on the net. Let's see here. Let me pull up a few things. Alrighty, let me pull up this on the other screen. Here we go. So now I'm taking my channel now into a whole new level because this is what's on the desk. This is what's on the desk now. So we're gonna take some things to a whole new level now. Let's go ahead and pull this up right here. There's nobody gonna come at me and say some things, make some claims about me and not be able to substantiate these claims and fabricate things about me. That's not gonna happen. There's not gonna go public officials that are not gonna conduct their duty. How many times on my channel did you see how well it went for government employees that wanted to violate the law? How many times did you guys see how it went for them when the government employee decided they wanted to violate the law? Numerous times, over and over again, right? So basically we the people, it's our duty to make sure that our government employees are upholding and discharging the public trust, right? So right now when you have a criminal on the loose in violation of a court order willfully and making a mockery out of the courts, it's the duty now for the statute to be upheld, right? So we're going to see what the statute reads, right? So now the pressure is on. Actually, now the pressure is on many people because my phone system right now is disrupted. The day before yesterday, my phone had been disrupted from some of these stalkers that is in violation of a court order that you guys seen on my community section, right? And it's getting darker and darker for these people. You guys know that you guys always heard the term that YouTube has a dark side to it. This is one of the dark sides. Like, there's dark sides to all genres, probably, right? In the YouTube communities, there's all types of different genres and communities. Well, this one we're focusing on specifically in the First Amendment auditing genre, right? And the targeting campaigns, the harassment campaigns that take place, that's what you folks could call the dark side of YouTube. Well, I'm telling you folks that it's gonna be very disturbing and very alarming for many people. It's going to be very disturbing and very alarming for many people. My phones are disrupted, which is criminal offenses. The perpetrator who disrupted my phone has partook in a criminal offense, right? This is a campaign. I have extracted 63 emails from a time span of 4 years. These 63 emails have death threats inside of them. And I had created a software to go ahead and merge all the pages together, right? So this is going to show a pattern in practice, and that nobody welcomes this type of harassment, and that it's actually the government's duty. They actually, at this time right now, they do not have any discretion. They actually have to act. And this is what's going to happen, is they're going to act because they're required to act. And what they're going to have to act on is the court order that I have in hand. So we're going to start getting in depth right now, right? We're going to show intentions of these people. We're going to show how these people think this is a game. We're going to show the courts are going to review these things. They're going to see these people's motives and intentions. The courts are not going to play around with these people. This is not a laughing matter. This is not a childish game. This is going to develop into a story, into a book, into a something much larger than folks can imagine. Because, like I said, it's a unique genre. The First Amendment auditing genre is very unique. And the targeting campaign, specifically this one, when it comes to ethnic intimidation, this one is something that you folks have never seen before. All right. So anyways, let me start pulling up a few things on the screen here. Let me pull up a few things on the screen. Alrighty, let's pull this up. And you see, we have to have this conversation. I have to publicize this, because it's got to be known. Alrighty. Let's see here. I'm gonna tell you tomorrow, or it's not even tomorrow. Later today. I will have a compiled. Well, we'll talk about that at a later time. It's just a bunch of paperwork that I'm working on. But Alrighty, let's see here. Let me pull this bad chicken up right now. Alrighty, if you guys could please spam the comment section, share. This is much deeper. Like, yeah, I'm telling you guys bits and pieces right now, but you guys are gonna see what's gonna happen. I just wanted to continue into this conversation here before we get into this. Let me pull this up right here. Alrighty, so many topics to talk about. So many topics to talk about here. Okay, great. Alrighty. Okay. Let's start off like this. Let's see here. What was that? Alrighty. Okay, let's go ahead and do it like this. Woo wee wee wee. Alrighty. Hey Robert, good morning. Okay, great. Give me a second here. Let me pull this up. Yes, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Hi, ma'am. This call here is being recorded. I'm calling to do two things here. I'm calling to put your sheriff department on notice that you have a resident who is actively in violation of a no contact stalking order for case number.
Let me get you up to dispatch. Give me one moment, okay?
Sure, yeah. I have case number here.
Central dispatch.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Before I do that, let me pull that code up real quick. Yeah. Let me go ahead and pull that up before I do that. Let's see here. Okay, here we go right here.
Sheriff Wayne Bruins, I'll see you. Can I help you?
Yes, hi ma'am. The phone's disconnected. If you could please transfer me to dispatch.
Yeah, one moment.
Thank you.
Central dispatch, Dunner.
Hey, dispatch. Good morning. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. I'm putting you on notice here. This call is being recorded. I'm calling to give you a update. There's a no contact stalking order, and there's a violator that's in your county who has violated a court order, so I have to put you on notice.
Okay, are you the protected party of the CPO, or
Yes, that is correct.
what's your address?
I'm going to go ahead and give you the case number.
Go ahead with it.
Okay, so the case number is 26 O is in Oscar, P is in Paul, 70288.
70288.
Yes, that is correct.
Which department is that with?
What do you mean?
Like, who did you file, or like, which department? This is a central dispatch agency, so we dispatch for multiple agencies.
Oh, I
Which
hear what you're
department is
saying.
that?
Yeah, Lake County.
Lake County. Okay, there's many departments within Lake County. Do you know which specific department, or
Sheriff's Department.
the sheriff's department?
What was your name, sir?
Dispatcher Denner.
Denner. Okay, great. Let me write that down.
Can I get your address?
Yeah, sure. It's give me a second here. Alrighty, what happened to the audio? Hey, San Joaquin, what's up, my boy? Now it's time to take things viral, my boy. We're gonna be talking on the sideline. I'm gonna do a complete crackdown on the dark side of YouTube. This is gonna be something that's gonna be it's gonna go wide and far. I'm telling you guys right now, when you guys see the full documentary that I'm gonna release, and you guys see the type of campaign, the type of targeted campaign of harassment, you guys are gonna say the perpetrators belong under the jail, right? I'm telling you, it's not like something that I could tell you this entire 4-year experience in 3 or 4 words. You guys are gonna see an extensive something that you would think that these people are. We'll just wait till we release the footage. Alrighty. So with that being said, what's gonna end up happening here is, when is the documentary going to be released? I'm not sure when the documentary is going to be released, but it's going to be released soon. You know, that I have created and I developed software that I'm able to look up the comments from anyone. So we're setting these people up for real life litigation, real life lawsuits. We're stepping in that type of agenda. And you know what? If the way that I'm going around about this, the way that I'm going on this for real, is that I'm gonna spend money on this stuff. I'm really gonna spend money on this stuff. This is a project that I have now, that I am right now at this point, I am on the right stand. I really am on the right stand for a couple reasons. Because I gave this person an opportunity to come clean many times. He discharged that many times. Didn't want to be reasonable. I promised that person one thing, and I am going to fulfill that thing. Now, the person that we speak of is a stalker. It's proven in the court. I have an order right now. He was informed by his police chief to cease and desist. The stalker said fuck the courts, and the stalker said his police chief can't do nothing. Nobody could do nothing to him. He thinks he's untouchable. He thinks he's not required to abide by a court order, right? So this is what I'm telling you guys, that this is a fight between good and evil. And when you guys see the full documentary and what anybody could get set up for as far as a targeted ethnic intimidation or harassment campaign for 4 years straight, you guys are going to think that the perpetrator belongs under the jail. I'm telling you guys that much, right? So the thing about it is that there's so many government actors that are involved in this stuff. You guys know, as these auditings, you guys see the auditors. Sometimes government are paying these sly, like these bootlicker channels to mess around with the auditors. But I'm telling you guys right now, that that's not going to continue to go on for too long, because there's going to be a new eye on it. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a new look on it, and it's backed by court record, right? It's backed by law. What I'm telling you folks is multiple steps of felonies. You think that these type of people would just say, oh, just, you know, it's funny? Do you think it's funny to destroy your telephone system? That's a crime. That's not funny, nor is it free speech. It's a crime to sexualize pictures of your mother and dehumanize you, treat you like animals because of your ethnicity. That's criminal intent. Sick people do that. Sick people stand by things like that. And these people are not going to be able to live comfortable with themselves when it comes time that they have to face a jury. because no person in their right mind is gonna want to sit there in the court and hear what these people are up to. I'm telling you guys, man, I'm like, I'm on this level because I know that I stand on the right. You know what I'm saying? How many employees, how many times did I prove that? So many times of these government employees, right? Time and time and time again. But now, what I wanted to show you guys was a few things, right? Like, I'm ready right now to put campaign money up. Why isn't the Willoughby Law Department and the Willoughby Police Department taking action? Is the Willoughby Police Department above the law? Do they not abide by the law? You see, this type of campaign, you know, I'm not going to sit there and play on these trolls' levels. I don't sit there and talk about them and fabricate things about them. This is the time now that campaigns are going to start happening with these government bodies in Ohio, and there's going to be money put into these stories highlighting these cities and their potential involvement in covering up for these potential, well, they're not potential, they're actually criminal offenders, right? It's not a potential criminal offender. These people who are actively violating the law, and these agencies have been on notice for such a long time. Here we have, if I wanted to pull up right now on the screen, is the policy number for Willoughby, Ohio insurance policy. You see, here's what's going to happen now. This campaign of harassment is going to be documented. It's going to show what anybody could be signed up for. Lane Myers, he done 2 events which were 2 different days, and they gave him felony 10 years or 15 years. All he did was he thought he had freedom of speech, and he conducted himself in 2 separate days. They are giving him a felony. I'm telling you, people, I have been harassed for 4 years in a row, straight, non-stop. You have to say the person that's doing it is not well. Because if somebody fixates that much and the things that this person says and does, and it's going to be proven, felony stuff, you can't laugh or try to justify that these types of allegations that I'm making. I'm telling you, you're gonna see it. Okay? So when you have somebody that's willfully violating a court order and laughing at his own police chief's face, the police chief sent him an email and told him to cease and desist. What's wrong with the guy? Why wouldn't the guy cease and desist? Doesn't he claim he's a bootlicker? Fine, listen to his police chief words. Besides him having the common sense to bootlick or listen to his police chief, he's fabricating stories about a court order that he was served by a sheriff. I sent the sheriff to his door and served him the proper way. And the paperwork that I served him gives him due process. Like, you can't make this stuff up. The guy goes so far to fabricate stories about me. You see, and this is why I have the power in my voice and I have the power with me, and I had to endure this for 4 years straight. Let me tell you this much. My sister and my mother were sexualized. They were discussing rape type stuff against my mother and my sister on Thanksgiving Day. And it continued on up until Christmas Day. There was another campaign. So if the police chief of Willoughby, Ohio, you have a guy in your city who goes by the guise of he will kill someone with his weapons if you dare speak about him, and he will retaliate against you. Whatever you say or do about him, he wants to attempt murder, is what I'm telling you, folks. This is the perpetrator's intentions. He speaks that he wants to cause heart attacks. He speaks that he wants to draw blood, and blood has not been drawn yet, but it's being worked on. Do you hear these words, that blood will be worked on? The day after the knowledge of the court order, this is what the respondent, this is what the perpetrator is saying. These are menacing by stalking, which is a felony. There's going to be campaign money. Even after this is all said and done and over with, there's going to be stories to come. This is going to open up genres for folks, so we could teach our children how to try to love on one another and be reasonable people amongst each other. Right? When you offer people, bad faith actors like this, multiple opportunities to try to resolve a situation and be an adult about a situation, how do you think these perpetrators act? They want to sexualize your family, female members, for no good reason, right? Any person who claimed that I harassed any government employee is going to have to prove that in the court of law. What's going to be proven is the real life harassers, these projectors that claim the things, but they're the ones who are really doing it, and they're doing it on a felony level. I told this person, please, 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 don't talk about the Palestinians right now as they are being slaughtered and murdered. There's a genocide going on. This person took my weakness. The next day, he puts the Palestinian flag on the ass of animal goats. Is this not racism? Is this not race? Is this not ethnic intimidation? Is this not a hate crime? When this single image was shared more than 4,000 times within 4 years, and this is just one kind of image with my face on it, is this not hate? Is this normal? Is this reasonable? Is this allowed for anybody to happen amongst? You see what I'm saying? So the perpetrators, these are not my opinions. This is evidence that these people are wicked people that have to be held to account. They will be held to account. Not only will they be held to account, the people who are involved with them are going to be held to account as well. And the local bodies that have a duty to stand and act on these things will be held account too. This is not a free speech situation. This is a case study of what I'm telling you. Yeah. Is that a reasonable thing? Like, how is it going to look when if this person retained an attorney sees his actions, right? This is, you see, the person who's doing this is a former tutor of a college. The college's name now is associated with their tutor forever. There's going to be money spent rewriting the name of Willoughby, Ohio. Willoughby, Ohio now, it's going to have a brand new identity. I have been waiting for the day that I get this person charged. This person now is walking violation criminally. I'm telling you these 3 or 4 words. I am not playing a game. I'm not playing around. I've been going with it with the good faith attitude the entire time. And it's not normal to disrupt somebody's livelihood. It's not satire or speech when you destroy somebody's cell phone system, mobile system, telephone communication. That's not satire, that's not speech. It's not speech, it's hate crime when you put a Palestinian flag on the ass of an animal, especially with your intentions, when the person the day before told you why that hurts them so much. Because the perpetrator that's doing this, he thinks it's funny that his tax money and his tax dollars are causing a genocide for Palestinians, because they're not even human beings to him, right? So this is how much he thinks of Palestinian flag. He puts it on an animal's ass with my face under it, with other messages that are disgusting, right? There's people charged. I study this now. That people are charged for hate crimes, right? This is the type of story that I'm pushing. I am pushing something huge here, man. I'm telling you. And many people are going to go down on this. And they can't squirm out of this. They can't delete it. They can't ask for apology. I promised what I've promised, and my promise is to just be truthful, be honest. This person shared a picture of my private property more than 500 times right now. It's on his intro, right? And he claims that it's just a normal thing to show my private property. I don't want to have nothing to do with this person. Why is this person showing my private property every single day and claiming that I don't own the property, not knowing nothing about my circumstance? You know what I'm talking about? The exhibits are clear. Everything is clear. This is not even a conversation I have to sit here and play petty with these people. I'm putting charges on these people, criminal charges, and I'm not going to let it go. It is not going to be let go. When the story in the documentary comes out, people are going to put money on this stuff. They're not going to let this stuff go. Now that people see that I'm serious and I have a court order in hand, they're thinking twice about my experience here, right? I can't just be dehumanized like that and think it's just gonna be slid, or that somebody's gonna come disrupt my phone today. That's gonna be slid. Somebody's gonna put images and threaten my mother's housing and livelihood. You're crossing a line. You're crossing a line, man. I'm telling you. You're crossing the wrong line. And you know what? This is happening for a reason, because God loves me. God would put me through this position because look at my channel. Well, look at what it has brung. It has brung truth and honesty, right? My channel has brung a lot of embarrassment that I took just to do revisits and prove to the people that I am in the right. Why am I in the right? Because the law is on my side. Here, these troll, they think it was funny to embarrass me, do felonies against me, trespass against your neighbor, fabricate, right? But it's gonna come back on them. And this is why I'm so confident, is because I know the line that I'm walking, right? So yeah, sure, people want to do this and that. There's consequences to it. And let this be more of a conversation than anything that I'm going to show you on the screen, because my channel is going to take a whole new turn. You folks are going to get full auditing, full-time auditing. Within the auditing is going to be merged with other things. My channel, my auditing channel, is to be judicially noticed in the courts of the good and honorable thing that my channel has brung as far as government work doings, having the government show transparency. I help the government bring accountability, right? My portfolio is honest. My portfolio cannot be misrepresented. Only a dummy or a fool would allow themselves to be deceived by someone this wicked. I really think the perpetrator, something is not right in his mind. Because if you don't listen to a cease and desist from your own police chief, regardless, you're not listening to a court order, regardless, you don't reflect and see your own actions. I mean, listen, let me tell you guys this much. Listen to how deep this is. By the time this person faces court, I think this person, once this person sees the receipts that I have and the campaign that this person has provided, this person is probably going to declare that he is mentally insane as a defense, right? Because no person sitting in that jury, or no reasonable person, would think that anybody would ever want to be set up for this type of harassment campaign of, hey, man, I'm telling you, so many levels. But these folks cross the threshold that they don't know. Do you hear my voice? Do you hear my voice is deep? Do you hear how reasonable I am? How can I not be reasonable when I offered this person many opportunities? And as a matter of fact, we spoke from time to time and we said, yeah, sure. You know, hey, it's really a one-way fight, right? Because it's not a back and forth fight. Here's the real deal. Right now, if you go on Google and you type in the name, you will find a rapist pop up, right? I confronted this person the very first time we ever spoke 4 years ago, and I clarified that. And guess what? That person said, no, my information might not be true. I was saying it's not that person. We have evidence of this stuff. So this person fabricated a story to keep on. He's not going to be able to justify his campaign once he sees what he has done. But check this out. He also extorted me. He told me if I pay him, this was about 3.5 years ago when he first started. He told me if I pay him $10,000, he will stop putting up these hit pieces about me. And guess what? That's not all it. They're quiet now, right? He would still want to come and do videos and think he's a tough guy. This guy is very strange, I'm telling you. Check this out. So not only did he extort me, his partner also extort me. His partner put out a video and said the same thing. If you give me 10,000, I'll take the video down. But guess who his partner is? His partner is somebody on the news that attempted to stab a police officer, ended up getting shot in the back, and is in a wheelchair for life. And he's the partner of this other guy. And this other guy we speak of, the perpetrator, he's a weapon fanatic. His guns, they're coming for his guns, right? You guys hear the words that, but let me tell you this much. His guns are not in his house. They're at a different location, which this is all in the works, right? Where it's tied to something else. But now check this out. This is some serious stuff these folks are getting into. Had lost his train of thought here. There's so many things on the agenda that these people are unaware of, right? But they have crossed into a threshold, you know, underestimating. It's like it's gonna flip you guys' wig if you have a wig. So anyhow, this is the guy's character. His character is a case study. His character is, he targets you, you have no say. If you have the slightest say, if you try to have a video removed, him and his team will target you, violate TOSs, and try to have many of your videos removed. He retaliate. You can't mess with him, or I mean, you can't fight back. He can only target you and mess with you. This is his mojo. You cannot speak about him. If you do, he has the sensitive feeling. He will continue to speak about you. If he chooses, he will attempt murder against you by any means. Push you towards the edge to put you in mental hospital. Put out messages to have people dump you in Lake Michigan or lakes. He would mention things that blood has not been drawn yet, but we're working on that. You see, this is fighting language. This is menacing by stalking. He would say things that, we're gonna have somebody wait by your mother's condo and wait for you. He would say these things. He would say these things while there's a court order, and guess what? His police chief has a duty to act on these things, but his police chief, let me tell you this much. His lawyers, not his lawyers, his city lawyers, are concealing a key fact, a felony fact from the record that I put on their community meeting. They had the segment removed when he made terroristic threats. That's concealment, right? Not only is that concealment, oh, but who am I to go up against and claim these things about a city attorney, right? The city attorney is always right. I'm always wrong, right? Well, how many city attorneys tried going up against me when it came to FOIA? They talked, but ended up being in the wrong and spent money on bulletin glasses, right? So here what we're telling you with these people is these people have a duty as well. This is what I do. My channel is named Audit Them. I'm developing programs and software that I'm even going to audit these people's followers. This is going to give us a new genre. I'm telling you, I have a contract, not a contract, but I should call it a contract that's going to extend let me just tell you this much, for the next 15 years, the work, the campaign that this individual has got himself into is going to carry out for an additional long time, not with him personally, but with many other individuals. And when I say persons, meaning corporations as well, right? Right now, if I wanted to, what I would pull up on the screen is I would pull up how much money we're going to be clicking our fingers looking through the insurance policy of Willoughby, Ohio, right? Because Willoughby, Ohio, I have their insurance policy, and I should put it on the screen for you right now, right? What is Willoughby, Ohio could they be in the lieu of? Well, the police chief, I think he said too much in the emails, right? The emails that he sent yesterday. I think he said way too much. He said that his resources are being wasted on this stuff and it's taking too much time, right? Well, he has to see that this is a one-way fight, one-way road. Anytime his resources may be, he think wasted, and he said many resources have been wasted, we need to now know, and we can't let this go, what those resources are and the paperwork, the accounts behind these resources. This is the thing that I like. So now we have to establish what these resources that he's claiming have been wasted, right? So you see the snowball effect of how this guy is gonna rewrite, when I say this guy, the perpetrator, he's going to rewrite the history of Willoughby, Ohio. I'm telling you guys, don't even see it, man. The person has a court order against him. He has to zip it and find something with his life. Right? I don't have these allegations against me. I don't stalk people. I'm not a sicko like these people. I don't disrupt their phone systems. I don't send these people death threats. I don't fixate and speak about these people every single day and put clothing about them. Right? And dream. He said earlier that he had a dream that I was in his bed. A dream. This is unwanted, man. I'm telling you. This is beyond all type of sick thing he got going on. He has to find something new. Now the big question is he capable? If not, he might need the health department to look into this, right? But that's none of my business. This is what the courts are going to deem. We're just going to have to present to the courts what anybody could be set up for, what type of campaign anybody could be set up for. And nobody, you would not want to wish nobody be set up with this, what they think is a psychological warfare, right? I'm telling you guys, man. I'm telling you guys, this is something so huge, right? You know, YouTube has a section that says when someone comes and plays with your channel, and you have to rewrite your daily, or you have to consider your daily patterns. You know, basically when they cause an effect on you that limits your effect to be a creator. These are many TOS violations, so this is one of them. Here's another thing. YouTube as well is aware of these things, right? And the perpetrator, he knows deep down that YouTube is gullible, and YouTube is not yet noticed what he has been up to. This guy is, the perpetrator is so abundant that he has violated every single TOS, maybe except for one, and continues to violate every single TOS, term of service, except for maybe one. But check this out. Me exposing the dark side of YouTube right now, and when the light is going to be shown, I strongly believe that this case is going to influence the YouTube internal policies. Not only is that what I'm aiming for, obviously I told you, I'm aiming for to try to inspire and influence the anti-Semitic bill in the United States, where it would include all persons of Semitic descent. So we're going to use this person and his people. This is why I created this comment thing, that like to extract comments, because we're going to put these people's faces next to their comments tied to a hate crime. I don't know if you guys see what's cooking, right? But you folks could say that it's something that's gonna be money's worth. I gotta get the money out of this. I really do. Because it wasted so much time and money. So when I say I gotta get money out of this, is that there's gonna be a judgment. You're gonna see. Right? Because if I'm showing evidence of money loss, money's going to be accounted for. There's not going to be someone claiming that they don't have this money, right? Money's going to be accounted for. So this is many things that I have on the agenda, man. I'm telling you. All right, let's go ahead and carry on here. Let's do this. Alrighty, let me see here. Give me a map of the counties in Ohio. Or, you know what, let's do this. Give me a list of the municipalities in Lake County, Ohio.
Key municipalities in Lake County,
Okay,
Ohio.
Lake County municipalities. Here we go. Alrighty, let's see if we do this. Now check this out, folks. See what's cooking. See how much investment is here now. These folks are quiet now, right? They got real quiet. Look at my comment section. It's not flowing. They're just watching. And like they want to try to rebut this. This is not something that could be rebut. Okay, let's say here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do this. Alrighty. Kirkland, Ohio Police Department phone number. Oh, by the way, I like that channel, Real Cool News. Man, I used to like him, but now I say that I like him a lot, for real. Not for everything he does, but a specific couple videos that he done. That's someone, he's like a bootlicker, but that's someone that I actually respect and think is funny, even though he doesn't agree with a lot of the things and he made videos about me and dissed me. I like him. I have no beef about him or people like him. He calls out racism, right? And he puts his opinion. You know what I'm saying? He thinks he's calling me out, but I have no problem with someone like that. Imagine if this guy just never showed racism or nothing like that. We probably wouldn't have been in this boat. But this person that we're talking about is such a wicked person that you guys are gonna see when the story floats. You guys are gonna think he belongs under the jail. The perpetrators belong under the jail. Right? Alright, so let's go ahead and do this now. Alrighty.
Police and Fire Dispatcher Officer speaking.
Yes, good morning. This call here is being recorded. Is this the non-emergency line?
Hello?
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, is this the non-emergency line?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yes, ma'am. I'm calling for two things here. Well, actually, I have a no contact, a violator of a no contact stalking, and I have a case number here. But the reason for my phone call is that I'm submitting a chapter 149 gives me the right to submit a public record request. So that's what I'm calling to do now verbally.
Okay, we don't do that on weekends. The clerks aren't in on the weekends. So you could call back Monday.
Okay, you're gonna give me a hard time. It is required by law. You
Okay,
could
what's your
refuse.
What
Yeah.
is your name?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and provide my contact information after the request. Is that okay?
Okay, I'm gonna get you over to the voicemail where who you need to speak with. Okay, hold on one moment.
See, like I said, time and time I would take these embarrassments and these wrong things from these employees. No problem. I'm going to prove them wrong eventually. Each and every one. Because we have the law on our side versus someone who wants to abuse the law, right? She just abused the law right now.
Record your message and press pound, or press star to contact the operator.
Yes, hello, hi. I'm calling to submit a public record request under Chapter 149. Allows me the right to submit a oral public record request. So I'm just requesting practice and pattern. I'd like to request from your police department any and all reports associated with no contact stalking order violations. And you could go ahead and that'll be for the entire year of 2025. You could go ahead and send me those responsive records to my email, which is uspublicrecord@gmail.com. I don't have to tell you what the purpose is, but I will tell you I have an active case against someone who is in violator of a no contact order. So this will help me do a story that I'm working on. If you will please get it to me sooner than later, and to be able to determine how your police department in general responded to these serious statutory violations. Thank you so much, and hope to see those records soon. Have a wonderful day. Oh man, I'm telling you guys, this is going to go to a whole different level. Jenny said she switched up as soon as she heard. See, what we're doing now is we're going to establish that the police chief from Willoughby, Ohio, well, we're going to establish something about them, right? So let's go ahead and carry on here. Let's see. Alrighty. Where did that map go? Lake County, Ohio. All municipalities in Lake County, Ohio. Well, here, let me tell you guys, I'm not even.
Lake County, Ohio has 23 communities, which include cities.
I'm not even going to argue with the staff right now. If they want to violate my right, fine. I got it on the recorded call. I'll deal with that later. The main thing is I want to put in my requests. So even if they give me a voicemail, fine. I'll put in my request. They'll give me these records in a few days, and I'm gonna do a crackdown, man. I'm telling you this. Because what we're going to notice is that these police departments are actually doing their job to what they get paid for and handling the court matters with seriousness. Think about Willoughby, Ohio, how many times they turned their back. Like, are they protecting a cyber, somebody that can, armed and dangerous, that said that he will shoot bullets and they will end up in his neighbor's walls where there's women and children? Man, I'm telling you guys. I just received a phone call too. I keep on receiving phone calls from these perpetrators, you know? It's crazy. Watch this. Willoughby, Ohio Police Department phone number. Willoughby Police Department. May I help you?
Willoughby Police and Fire.
Hey, Willoughby, is this the non-emergency?
It is.
Okay, great. I'm calling on this recorded call. So I have two things here. I have a violator who is in violation of a no contact order.
You have a violator?
Yes, that is correct. There's a violator. There's a person who is in violation of a protective order.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's
So
that person at?
yeah. So the reason for my phone call here is I'm doing a study here, but I'm actually calling to submit a Chapter 149 public record request, which the law grants me the right to do a verbal request.
All right, let me get you to the records department.
Sure. Thank you.
Hold on.
Could you guys imagine this person we're speaking of, the perpetrator, yesterday is trying to convince his audience that I'm forging government records, right? And thinks that the court orders
01.
think the court order is fake.
Sorry, I had to do that a different way. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, not a problem.
USO holder is unavailable. Please leave your
Message
message
after the beep.
When done, hang up or press the pound key.
Yes, hey, how's it going? I'm just calling to submit a Chapter 149 public record request. If you will please provide me with all responsive records in 2025.
Thank you. Press 1 to accept this recording. Press 2 to listen to it. Press 3 to re-record your message.
That was short.
Please leave your message after the tone. When done, hang up or press the pound key.
Yes, good morning. My email is uspublicrecord@gmail.com. I'm requesting Chapter 149 for the year of 2025. Please provide.
Thank you. Press 1 to accept this recording. Press 2 to listen to it. Press 3 to re-record your message. Please leave your message after the tone. When done, hang up or press the pound key.
In 2025, all violations of no stalking protective orders, please email me that public record to uspublicrecord@gmail.com.
Thank you. Press 1.
No go, man. No go. On to the next one. On to the next one. We're doing an investigation crackdown. Salute to Auditing Erie County. He was on a live stream, I think, yesterday, going over credit card statements. Man, finally, I have been telling the auditors to do this for a long time. Salute to Rogue Nation, he's doing it. You know, this is something that I done in 2022 on my channel. But this is a start for Auditing Erie County. He has a large channel, so hopefully he'll wake up other people. And hopefully he will continue to do these audits as well. Because he's going through the numbers, man, credit card statements. Which were now, just consider Willoughby, Ohio is no longer the same. Let me just tell you that much, right? So check this out. Village of Madison, Ohio Police Department phone number. Hey, Tennessee Accountability, how's it going? You see, these bootlickers, they cannot rebut or.
You've reached the Madison Village Police Department. If this is an emergency, hang up and dial 911 now. If this is an
8100 is unavailable.
Please leave your message after the tone. Please leave your message after the beep. Hey guys, is everybody in the comment section? Let me know who's all in here. Okay, let's do this now. Let's go ahead and do this. Let me open up this. Alrighty. So you see what we're doing here, guys. I just wanted to come in here. Send a number. Debo Cruz, I'm not sure who or what you are referring to. My email is, if you want to elaborate on that, please do so. I want to summarize this stream here, guys. There's going to be more information. Let me just tell you that much. Here we are discussing a person fabricating, making a mockery out of his police department, making a mockery out of the courts, making a mockery out of court order, having his friend destroy my phone line system, sexualizing women in my family. Here we have these sick rods, right? So I'm telling you guys, and I'm putting it on notice here, a summary to this video, is that these people are finished, right? And I'm making it wide and known of steps that are going to be taken and things that you're going to see accumulating on this channel. Let's see here. Oh wow. Monroe County, Tennessee. Like when you say what type of event is going on over there? What's happening? Okay, now let's go ahead on to the next one. And there was a whole bunch of stuff I wanted to put up on the screen as well, but oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. I was gonna show you guys some things. All right, let's do it. Let me pull that up. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, what we'll go ahead and do is I'll open up a secondary browser. So let me go ahead and do that. Just open up a secondary browser. I'm relating a message. I never been in here. He has sent you emails with the phone number. I'll get you the email. I don't know if you could post the email, and I'm not sure who you are referring to. If you would tell me who you're referring to. Man, this is crazy. The way that this person has jammed up not one of my lines, but two of my lines. It's so disturbing. And I know exactly who done it because the person has been doing it to other people and has admitted to doing it to me. These people are so out there, man. I'm telling you. Let me pull this bad chicken on the screen. Okay. Put this one here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a do not disturb on that other line. Okay. So here what we'll do is we'll open up this and then we will say alrighty. So the police chief from Willoughby, Ohio, I'm going to consider his request. You know, he said he's asking both parties to cease and desist, right? But there's not something that I could cease, first of all. Second of all, I'm not required to cease because I'm not an offender. He should talk to restrain his people, right? That's his town, right? He gotta restrain his people. As a matter of fact, the police chief, let me pull this on the screen first. You know, there's nothing I could cease. I'm not offending, and I'm not, you know, I'm not a perpetrator. These people are wicked, man. When these clowns moving forward and they say, oh, you're harassing employees, I'm going to tell them, shut your mouth. You don't know what harassment is. You want to know what harassment is? Here, look at what these people think they're doing. You know, that's harassment. Right? When somebody just wants to throw out that word harassment out there, they have no idea what the hell they're talking about, man. My channel never ever is my intention to harass anybody. Right? So that's why I said there's going to be so many people that are going to be in the courts. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I'm not playing around. Here's the next image here that we're going to put up. Now that I opened up a browser. So we'll say the second window. Open up the window capture. Okay, window. And that's so funny, actually, the mission statement of their police department. So here's Willoughby, where the offender is armed and dangerous, right? In violation. As a matter of fact, right now, where he stands right now in the current position that he's in, I'm not even gonna say it. Right? I'm not even gonna say it. He's gonna see it. Let me just tell you that much, because they're in the background watching right now. giggling, think this stuff is funny, right? Tennessee, let me open that up real quick. Okay, so here we're just looking at the Willoughby website, right? Here they go all day long. Let's see what they're posting and what they're talking about. They're putting up fugitives, they're putting up scumbags, they're putting up criminals, they're putting up people doing offenses, right? The city of, I'm telling you guys this much, man. The city of Willoughby is never the same. Will never be the same. Do you know what Willoughby, Ohio did about 3 weeks ago? No, as a matter of fact, it was maybe 2 months, 3 months ago. They had an event named Chillowby, and they brought out their community. Maybe I could pull up an image. They were allowing their people to melt down ice structures. The first thing that came to my mind when they were doing that is that I'm not even going to say it right now. But let me just tell you this much. During the timing when they were doing that, and my opinion and my belief, and also what they were aware of, it's going to turn into a different look when I'm done. I'm telling you, man. Willoughby, Ohio. Let me tell you this much, actually. You folks don't even know this. I own some part of Willoughby, Ohio. I'm not going to say nothing more than that. I'm just going to say that phrase one more time. You folks don't even know that I own something of Willoughby. Let me just tell you that much. Right? Now let's keep scrolling down here. And when I tell you I'm involved in Willoughby right now, I'm involved in Willoughby right now. Right? So look at this guy right here. Here they put up a picture of someone named and wanted. He looks, maybe he's in his 50s. Right? He's wanted for burglary and theft. Right? So they got these people's images up there. They should have the perpetrator up here image from a long time ago, man. I'm telling you. Look at this guy here. This guy is narcotics and seizure, drugs. Right? So let's look at this guy, for instance. Here's what the perpetrator is going to be looking at. The perpetrator, it's going to say count 1, menacing by stalking. Count 2, federal hate crimes. Count 3, Ohio, what was it called? Ethnic intimidation. Count 4, Illinois, violation of court order. Count 5, extortion for $10,000. Count 6, intimidation, right? Count 7, affiliation and collaboration with, what is it called? Identity theft, right? What is it? Not, where are we at now? 8, intentions to cause harm and carry that harm out. Count 9, surveillance. See, my phones are going cuckoo. Both of my phones are disrupted. They are disrupted, and these people want to sit back and giggle. Do you hear the counts that I just labeled? There's evidence behind the stuff. Not only is there evidence behind the stuff, the people we're discussing are so stupid that they are in willful violation of the stuff. Let's continue scrolling. Here my phone is finished. My phone lines are done. Hey, Space Miner, good morning. There they go. Let me put my thing on DOD. Do not disturb. Let me just let it keep ringing. My phone lines are disrupted. Finished. my phone line, I had this line for a long time, man. My livelihood, my monies, you know what I'm talking about? My livelihood, that's on my phone line. Right? Oh, but he's getting butthurt. This is free speech. He shouldn't watch the videos. This is targeted campaign, man. It's gonna crack down on you folks big time. Big time. Look at all these messages. This person, as a matter of fact, I could almost guarantee you that this person, he thinks he's gonna get away with disrupting my phone lines. Right? Look at Willoughby. Look at Willoughby. Police press release. And you see, like, if I was to put a comment right here, right now, I could put a comment on Willoughby's website, and I could say the statute and the duty of these people, and I could put the criminal's face right now, and I could prove his willful intentions. But you know what? I want to spend money on this type of stuff. Right? So look at, here's the police squad here. These people ignored many things. But guess what? They have never ignored their check. And guess what's further? Guess what else is further? Chapter 149. That's the furthest. So when these folks were burning up ice in front of their downtown, there was something else happening while they were doing that by a resident that they have live in their town. Their city hall and their people were burning up ice while they had a resident continuously provide felonious action. Jenny said, what's audit them discussing now is helping my situation and is amazing advice. Yeah, thank you so much, Jenny. So you see what these people, what they got themselves into. Right now there has to be money spent because there has to be money spent. Let me just tell you that much. Here's what I'm going to promise you folks as well. Here's what I'm going to promise you folks. I don't know, you guys tell me the number, 30 or 40. There's going to be 40 of the trolls that I have not been able to uncover and find out who they are yet. The rest of them I found out who they are. Over 100. But there's a good 20, 25, 30 that's a little more challenging. Here's what I promise you. Is that I'm going to show their death threats. I'm going to show their criminal comments, their harassment. But here's what I'm going to promise you, my friends. Is that I am going to initiate more court action. And I'm going to find out who these people are, the legal and the right way. And it's not going to be no much longer that they're going to be able to bear consequences for their action, basically. If they want to slander, if they want to libel, fine. We're going to find out who you are, we're going to pull you in. I have been litigating now for a little over a year and a half. I've been in the courts. My channel has been down and quiet, sure, fine. But I'm spending a lot of times reading, studying, looking at criminal procedure, civil procedure, American jurisprudence, many things, right? And see how the courts are handled, right? And the purpose behind our American courts. I'm going to teach this person what American justice is, right? This person, he thinks he's normal. It's going to be proven this person is not normal, right? The scary thing is he doesn't even have nobody in his audience that think what he's doing is crazy, is outrageous, is odd. His people think it's normal. This is why they signed themselves up for something they're not aware of yet, right? They signed themselves up for litigation, which is coming, it all's coming. And here's the other good thing what I'm talking about, that when you folks hear me discussing these litigations and these power moves and stuff like that, you have to consider one thing. I cannot get into the courts, I cannot convince the courts, I cannot do nothing in the courts if I don't have evidence with me and laws with me. The only reason why I'm able to succeed and win, and I'm going to continue to win in that housing situation with my house, I'm going to win that because I have the laws on my side, the things is on my side, and I'm going to carry it on, I'm going to do it all, and I'm going to look it up, and this is what I do anyway on my channel. So it's nothing new, it's nothing odd, but what I'm telling you is if you folks want to get money, these are the people you're going to go after and you're going to get money. Because we're going to put these people that got the money, that defamed and libeled, in the short settlement table, right? They're not going to stand in front of their family and tell these people how they did these things, so they're going to pay out. Then what we're going to do with that, when we prove these things, when we put these documentaries out, when we start getting these money from these wicked people, here he lives in Alabama, here the guy lives in Nevada, here the guy lives in New York. When we start getting money out of these people, I'm going to go and buy a gold chain, and I'm going to go on video and tell the auditors, okay, auditors, come now forward. Which one of you is being targeted by these pests? Here's what we're going to do, and here's how we're going to crack it down and take them down. We're going to access my software. We're going to babysit these bad actors. We're not going to waste too much time. We're going to crack them down right away. Here, access to my software. This is what we're going to find out. This is what these folks are doing. Here's the next step. One guy came and told me that he mentioned something about some type of advisory company, right? Think about something in that light. I have the right to advise these people on what they could and should do, right? I can't give nobody, I'm not, claiming to be a litigator for them, but I could speak with people, right? And just know that my entire channel on YouTube has been about getting results. I don't talk out of my ass just to talk out of my ass. I talk because justice takes a long time. That's why I talk. Sometimes you gotta say things over because these folks still don't get it. You have to do your due diligence. You tell them once, you tell them twice, you tell them 3 times. It's finished for them. But what I'm telling you guys is that it's on another level. It is on another level. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're referring to, Jenny. Do you have some of these trolls doing that shit, harassing? Right now, what I should do is stoop down to their people's level, but I'm not going to. And what I mean by stoop down to their level is put the address on the TV screen right now of the person in New York that has destroyed my phone system. I should put his address right now for everybody to see, and I should put his picture, and I should put the information to his business, and I should tell my people, if they wanted to, reach out and let his business know what he is doing and how he's using his business address. And I'm going to crack down on him. I'm going to get his LLC number, how he's using his computer, how he's using a Google signal to put in my name and my birth date, which is identity theft on top of many other things. I went over that 2 days ago. I should put his face now, his business, so you folks, if you wanted to, see how serious this stuff is. Voice your complaints with the Attorney General, Inspector General. You guys see this person's face. If I wanted to put it on the screen right now, which I'm not going to, I'm going to do something different. You guys would see the person's home address right now, business address, whatever it is. and you guys would have an opportunity to see exactly who we're dealing with. But you know what? I'm not going to stoop down to that level, because that's their level, right? I don't play with pigeons like them. This is what them folks call chest, right? Because my board is clean. I choose my words wisely. I don't go after them. They go after themselves, which allows themselves to disrespect themselves to go after others. It's that simple. Each and every single one of them inserted their self into my business. Now what's going to be done is that I'm going to finish what they started. Let's bring up that other idiot from Canada, the one who created hundreds of images, thousands of images of goat pornography. Let's bring him up, since he thought he's quiet or he's ill. There's another troll in Canada that I had to succeed with this Ohio perpetrator in the courts to now tie up these other. I'm gonna tie up that guy, that troll in what's it called, in Florida, sometime Pensacola or wherever it is. He's a government official. He's a teacher right now for a school, and I'm gonna tie him up into this court stuff, right? And what he's involved with and what receipts I have on him. He's saying that I tried to call to get him fired. He's fabricating that. That's a lie. I don't call these people to try to get you fired. I call these people to let them know what you're doing. If they fire you, that's on them. I call these people, these government agencies, to let them know they have a duty to act, that they have to abide by a statute. My intention is not to get you fired. My intention is to let the world know what you are doing to others, the harm you are doing that you think you get away with. So I'm gonna, because I secured, and I'm beginning with their main guy, they're all now tied in. Now let's talk back about that idiot in Canada. That idiot in Canada thought it was funny to take a picture of my face and put it on a pig animal having sex with another pig, and he thought it was funny to disrespect ethnic intimidation, right? Here's where he messed up. He sent me a message. He said F Allah, F Allah. Allah means God in Arabic. Both Christians and Muslims use that word. It means the word God in Arabic. It's more of a Arabic term than it is a religious term, right? So, and it comes from Hebrew, I believe, Elah, Allah. So this Canadian troll, think about these people, how they don't see what's coming. I pleaded with Fraudster Troll and all these people many years ago. I tried talking reason. Like I'm a big brother to these people. And most of them are older than me. Like I'm a big brother. I told this Canadian troll in Canada many times, hey man, he came at me, started talking shit, fabricating stories, trying to misrepresent my FOIA stuff, which nobody could do. But somehow they have power to convince and fool their audience, right? Anyway, the Canadian, he thought he's gonna come and try to mess with me, that I'm some type of puppet or something. So I sat back. I never responded to him ever. I never acknowledged him. And then I find out who he is, right? I find out that he's faking a name on YouTube under penalty and perjury. He's saying his name is Aaron. His name is not Aaron. It's something else. There's one. 2, he's creating animal pornography and all type of shit. 3, whatever. But the moral of this story of what I'm telling you is that I tried reaching out to him via email, and I said, what's up, man? Could we resolve this? Why are you fabricating these things? Why are you making this thing? And he didn't want to talk nice. He started saying fuck you and this and that, throwing his middle finger, and said, oh, go do this, while at the same time misrepresenting my win and success stories, not showing the follow-ups, not showing none of that. Here's what fucked him up. He didn't want to resolve and have a decent conversation with me in my email. So guess what? He told me, fuck Allah. I swear to God. A week later, about 15 days later, 2 weeks later, about a week and a half later, he puts a community post on his community section that he's in the hospital and that something, he broke his leg or his hip. I swear to God, man. God, he's the greatest. God, he sees what's going on. I think that this predator in Canada thought that he could play with God. A week later, God destroyed him. Right? He's out of commission. And now he's saying he lost his drywall job. And that he would wish that he wants to make videos full time. But here's the moral of the story. I reported him to his city and to his police department that he is in violation of Canadian law. And I provided them with a packet of evidence of the statutes and the exhibits. Guess what? They provided a pending case number. Now guess this. Here we are 4 or 5 months later. And the packet that they received, they know that he's tied to this offender from Ohio, this trigger happy psychopath. Right? So now guess what? There's another person that's have a pending investigation who said that he wants to tear my sister apart. Think about a psychopath in Canada that I don't know of who says he wants to threaten my sister and tear her life apart. He's got a pending case against him. So now, and the one in Florida has a pending case against him. But now we're going to have to revisit these cases, open them back up, update these people so they know how far this has gotten and how serious this is and the involvement around these people. I'm not going to stop on that guy in Canada who created animal pornography and misrepresented my story and wanted to cause me harm and said fuck Allah, where he disrespected God and God punished him. I'm not going to let him slide. I'm on him. He had plenty opportunity to come and have a decent conversation with me. I'm on him till there is answers, right? I'm on him till there is justice. Just like I am going to be on many of these bad faith actors who wanted to start this with me, and I'm going to finish it for them. Here's another one in somewhere in Louisiana. A troll, she came out of nowhere a year ago. She contacted my channel and started saying goat stuff, racist, because these are weak trolls. They can't come up with original and create their own thing. They have to leech off other racists. So she sent me an email. She made a video about me thinking that it's funny, I'm a puppet. They want to come and target my channel and talk racism. She sent me, she did a video. I had a privacy complaint. I had the video removed. The very first email she sends me is threatening. She said, listen here, you little bitch. If you continue to piss me off or take my videos down, I would promise I would make it my mission for life to fuck with you and make videos about you every fucking day. And I said, who are these people? And where do they come from? Right? Like, who are these people? And where do they come from? I found out who that person was within 25 minutes. That person stopped putting up videos about me. That person claimed they're sick in the hospital as well. If you look up that person's stuff, they're sick in the hospital. Unknown. These people are sick. Not only mentally, but they end up broadcasting things of that nature. You know what I'm talking about? So here's what I'm telling you, man. Where do these people come from? Right? But at the end, it's a bad call because there's nobody right in the mind that would send an email like that right off the bat. I don't even know who you are or why you want to make these videos or leech off another racist. It's going to be... I'm not done with none of them. I'm not done with none of them. They got so much hate in their heart. I have so much love in my heart. Right? That I have to put the story together so everybody could make their decision based off facts. I gotta make one of those, the channel Dummy Kruger type of documentaries, where that bootlicker, he spent time doing documentaries the right way. Right? So by the time I'm done with this, just consider two things with this documentary. One, it should be like the quality like 50 Cent is. Two, it's gonna be similar to when Epstein got exposed and a lot of people got got exposed with him. These are the two type of scenarios that are gonna be happening. Right? So now the other guy in Florida who's a teacher, I haven't spent really much time on him. I really have not spent much time on him. Here's the question. His higher-ups, and he's listening now, they're listening. His higher-ups, are they above the law? Because now pressure is going to have to be met and put. Because let me tell you this much. The person in Florida, he stopped putting out videos about me. He never ever wanted to have a conversation with me after he initiated it with me and I gave him an opportunity to speak with me. He never wanted to. I gave every single one of these people an opportunity to come clean with me. Not one of them took that opportunity, so now I'm going to finish it off for them. The one in Florida, he was on a live stream yesterday. And he was saying that he Google searched. Listen to how these people are far out. He Google searched my case number and said that Google AI is saying that my case is fraudulent. So then his perpetrator, his other guy, started looking up notaries and tried saying that my notary in the courts is fraudulent. Man, these people are off. What he did is they're fabricating things. They're making things up. And the court laugh at that thing when these immature people do things like this. They laugh at you. You sound like immature suspended adolescents. Right? If you're an evil person, stay out of the light, Space Miner is saying. Indeed. So it's just like these people's intention and their logic. And this is the reason why I cannot let go of that guy in Florida, because he's a panelist and he's a partner with this guy and he aids and abets each and every single time he aids and abets. Let me think about a bootlicker that I'm not gonna go after. I'm not sure which one. But now think about this for Frauditor Troll, right? Someone like Frauditor Troll. Frauditor Troll, Frauditor Troll now has to update his biography. Because Frauditor Troll admits or claims that Frauditor Troll became into this business from the perpetrator that I have now in the courts under a stalker. That's who started him. Now, Frauditor Troll, he's a stalker as well. Frauditor Troll did a video exposing the guy who made him as a sexual predator. Frauditor Troll exposed his own friend that made him and then went back to being his friend. He exposed him as a sexual predator, as in he was doing sexual predatorial stuff. He was taking pictures of females without their consent because they were wearing skirts from the behind, and he admitted it. And one of the students, one of the girls was his students in the classroom when he was a tutor. I'm telling you, man, this is the guy's credibility. This is the painting that he wants to be known for, where he thinks it's funny and he thinks his people are doing something funny towards me, or it's funny to pile on someone like me. You know, this is not a good look for them, man. So now, Frauditor Troll, we know how he started. We know who taught him. We know that Frauditor Troll claimed that these many things that Frauditor Troll claimed. But this is just what I'm telling Frauditor Troll, is that he has to update his biography. I told Frauditor Troll a long time ago, man, hey, look, you should also call out these people for racism. He didn't want to take that token. It's good he called out the Predator for doing sexual shit, you know, but that ain't done all over with. Here's what's really going on. Former people from his college are going to get wind of the new Willoughby. Willoughby, Ohio will never be the same. I could claim this sentence today, and I could claim this sentence next month. This is all I'm going to say. Do you think I'm gonna allow you to slide? Man, I gave you so many opportunities. Like DMA says, do better. Right now, if I wanted to, I will start showing you the faces and business names of at least 30 people, prominent people, that followed this perpetrator, their disgusting and horrendous comments, and what they aided and abetted. On top of that, we're going to have other things on top of that I'm not even going to say now. But all involved, there's no sliding. I'm telling you, there is no sliding. Basically, what I'm saying here is that I have so much receipts and involvement in the court that my documentary is looking better, and better. The documentary is just additional documentary material for judicial notices. Let me just let you know that much. Let me let you know a few more information. There's many people that are involved now. Many people. Do you think I could label myself, what, victim number 30? Victim number 34 of this individual? I cannot name myself victim number 1 because this perpetrator that I executed a court order on has harassed at least 40 to 45 people in his life before he even started YouTube. To the point where there's court records that he harassed his wife to death. Well, not to death, but he harassed his ex-wife so much and caused her so much grief in her life that she had to change her last name and convert to become Muslim. Could you think why this guy hates people's ethnicity so much, people's ethnicity and religions? This is not somebody that I uncovered or exposed as a sick, habitual offender. This is something that I'm going to finalize, right? You can't come here and think that I'm some type of, I'm not a human being. I'm a human being, right? So you're not going to think that Palestinians are subhuman and laugh at a genocide taking place and think that you're not going to be put on paper. Man, you're the enemy. You are the enemy of the state. You are the enemy of the people. You and your followers are the enemy of the people. Your followers are not even on my live stream watching now. You're going to go and chop up bits and pieces and confuse your audience intentionally and keep them in the dark. I'm going to bring those people into the light. I'm telling you that much. And for the 30 individuals that I still have not found out who they are on your channel, within this upcoming soon, I'm spending money to figure that stuff out, right? Because 2 or 3 of them work for government, and the way they came at me is criminal. So I'm coming at them in the court of law. I'm gonna hold them accountable. We're gonna get that money. We're gonna figure it all out. So I don't just talk to talk. You folks talk to talk because you folks do so much garbage and destruction. I might talk once every couple weeks and mention something so realistic, right, and logical. So just be patient. Be patient. I don't give a fuck no more who's watching on my channel, who's participating in my channel. I care about my family and the well-being of my family before I do for any channel or pleasing anybody. And when sick people like these people target females in my family, this is crossing a line that you folks are gonna pay for. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. There's another idiot out there somewhere where his police is notified. They think I'm playing games, or they say that the police chiefs are eating donuts, laughing, thinking my complaints are a joke. No, my complaints are not a joke. We're gonna tie these 10 individuals, 15 individuals who made felonious claims they want to murder people. These people said they want to put people in bloodshed. The perpetrator violated the court order by saying the exact words, "Blood has not been drawn, but they're working on drawing blood from me." This is the day after he received court order. And guess what? This is violator of a court order while in the commission of a felony. What commission is of a felony? It's called aggravated menacing. Look it up. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm not making this stuff up. Here you got a real life guy. He put in the comment section these type of words. These are fighting words. The person who's being victimized doesn't sit there and be quiet like he's a puppet or not a human being. One time I had one of these trolls contact me on behalf of their perpetrator. He kept sending me emails, hate mail, crazy, despicable shit. He sent me for about a month, bunch of emails. I was finally able to find out who's behind that account. I immediately sent him an email with his home address.
he got a little shaky and he changed his tone in the messages. And he was saying, oh man, I was just playing when I sent those messages. I was doing heroin. Man, I don't want to have nothing to do with your kind. I really don't want to have nothing to do with people off your behalf. If I want to pull on my screen right now, I will show you 60 of those similar emails from 60 different individuals, all on behalf of this perpetrator. This perpetrator is going to go down. This perpetrator is not going to see clearly. He's really not going to see clearly. I think something in his mind is a little bit fuzzy, and the people who follow him are fuzzy as well, right? His people are saying they want to report my videos. Like, what am I doing or saying wrong? I'm just responding to you folks' action. What of my action or doings could be reported? I'm just responding to you psychopaths. You psychopaths can't even see your own actions, is the reason why you're going to have to retain an attorney. Your attorney is going to have to treat you like little children. You're going to have to nod your head to your attorney, and he's going to have to try his best not to get you charged with felonies. You're going to have to pay top dollar. So your attorney, you should love him. You should like him. He's going to try his best not to get you with multiple counts of felonies, right? But then again, you're like a little dog. You're like a little boy that doesn't know what's going on. You can't interpret court procedure. So you're going to have to get an attorney. You're going to have to e-bag whoever you guys are. And you're going to have your attorney answer for your actions. You're going to have to whisper in your attorney's ears. And you're going to tell your attorney, yes, I did say that, attorney. Okay, attorney. And your attorney's going to tell you, it's best that we don't show anybody your comments. Your comments are kind of off and out there. Here you're talking about Palestinians. If the jury's seen this, they could potentially charge you with a hate crime, right? If the jury's seen this is what your attorney's going to tell you. Your attorney's going to tell you, if the jury sees that we subpoenaed you and we found out that you are the one who disrupted this guy's phone system, I don't think the jury's going to want to see that. It's best that we don't expose you to the world for your evil intent, and it's best that we settle to keep it on the hush. Sure, we'll make audit them sign the non-disclosure where we'll pay him off whatever, we'll cut him a nickel or something, 50,000 per person, whatever it is, but we'll make audit them sign a piece of paper that he never discusses this in the future either. So okay, now we could all agree in the courts like men and gentlemen. Fine, hopefully everybody honors that moving forward. So we have to get these little dogs, these suspended adolescents, they really in their 50s, 60s, and 70s act like children. We have to get these suspended adolescents to hire an attorney to be able to cover and answer for their own stupidity. This is what's coming down the pike for them, right? Hey, Las Vegas. Hello there. So you see what's coming down the pike for these people? Here's other things. When it's on exhibit that this perpetrator is putting up images of female members in my family, asking his audience which one they rather have sex with or an animal. He's asking his own audience if they would have sex with innocent women or animal. And guess what? We have the faces in the comments of the people that partake in that type of stuff. And even the ones who partake in this individual are now a part of that. They are a part of that lifestyle. That is their character traits. There's going to be articles about them. There's going to be all type of stuff about these people with their full names, faces, everything, you name it. Articles, full articles, what they partook in, what they commented on, what they think is funny. we have to do this in order to make it a case study, so we could learn from these individuals and try to figure out what's going on with them, right? So we could teach our children, our children's children, so we could be better people, right? So we could say we never want to be like this. Prominently displayed. And so that's just about all it, man. That's about all it. I told you I would shut my channel down because my family's safety is more important than anybody on the internet. But when you target my family, sexualize my family, disrupt my phone system, target my channel, send me death threats, continue to think that you're going to go on for the next 5 years, 10 years, try to attempt murder, what you claim, and try to cause someone a heart attack, you're not going to get away with that stuff. You're not going to continue that stuff either. There's going to be a new course, and you are now going to be the subject of scrutiny, but it's not going to be on silly games on the internet with dumb people watching. It's actually going to be in an honorable way inside of a court, judicial court, the court of the people, right? I'm not going to play with you folks how you play. I'm not on your level. I'm not going to stoop down on your level. What you are going to get is you're going to get a taste of your own medicine. Susan Rice is saying things have gone off the rails. Yes, things have gone way off the rails, but like I said, to me, my family's safety and well-being is much more important than a cockroach that's going to threaten people with weapons and try to murder people, right? Under the guise of he's big, bad, and tough, and he's immune from courts. Just like his sissy-ass follower, Lewis142 says, fuck that, he's pawned. You got something coming for you too, Lewis142. All you Gorn Barlows, all you folks got something coming. Right? Because we're just going to use what they do against them. We're going to initiate that stuff in the courts, and we're going to get that money. Now we have to start considering statutes of limitations. And then that's for all states. Because statutes of limitations on specific things, right? So that's what we're going to be going after. If somebody libeled an auditor 3 years ago, we're going to look him up. We're going to look up your state. Can you still be charged for libel after 3 years? Is the statute of limitation finished? You know, things of that nature. Like I said, I should actually change my channel name from Audit Them, so I should call it Advise Them, right? And I should become a grifter, rack up $5,000, and now I should start telling these other auditors on what to do. And you know what? I should actually campaign with these auditors so we can completely terminate. Let's use the perpetrator's word. Completely terminate the perpetrator, right? By that mean getting these other victims that he has caused to take action against him. So now when you got many people, now women are going to come and speak up against the perpetrator in Ohio, right? There's going to be women speaking up against him. This story is going to get so big that money is going to have to be put on it. Obviously my channel is shadow banned. Money is going to have to be put on it for it to get big, right? As a matter of fact, there's people out there that are aware of some of these things, not the full story, that love this type of stuff, that don't even want money, but they have an outreach and they just would love to expose sick and demented people like this. Think about how shattered his followers are going to be in the next coming days when they find out he's, you know, he lose them. He put them in an illusion. His people are not even going to know they were in an illusion till long later. But think about how shattered his people are going to be in the next upcoming days, right? They're going to be shattered. I really think that some of his audience would be more hurt for him to be exposed than their own soul or their own life. They look up to him like he's some type of figure to look up to, not knowing when they see what his campaign entails, they themselves would probably think they were in an illusion, and any reasonable person that would be subject to his campaign would belong under the jail. Here comes Susan Rice. She's saying, of course. I'm not just talking here just to talk. I already said that before. I'm moving forward with this. I don't give a fuck if I shadow ban my channel. I don't give a fuck about none of the channel growing or staying at a standstill. Right now I'm focused because I'm in the courts right now, and I'm focused on what I promised. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. And other than that, it's there's a whole bunch of other videos that I'm going to be releasing, and we're going to get back into auditing, but we need this as well too, because there's strategy behind all this. There's something in the works, right? I'm going to get a couple people served out there in New York. I'm going to get a couple people served out there in Cali. There's going to be a couple people that are going to receive service, and it's all going to be under judicial economy. I said about 2 years ago that I wanted to start talking about court cases and what's going on inside of the courts on my channel, but throughout this time I figured out that that's not a wise thing to do. That's for stupid people like Frauditor Troll. So I never ever done any of that, right? So there is still going to come a time where I'm going to talk about these court cases, but now is not the right time. Okay? So there's going to come right time, but now is not the right time. We're going to be going over so much stuff, but first I have to finish this job that I'm working on now. First I have to put this in place. So then we're going to move on with our lives, with my channel. We're not going to waste our time or our energy being drawn down from these bad actors. You know what I'm saying? We're going to move forward with the mission that needs to be taken care of. Only thing these people did for us is they made us spend time and money, which we're going to use all this stuff against them, and we're going to somehow, some way make what the stones that they thrown at me, I'm going to build up a foundation with it, and I'm going to intertwine that with the auditing. So there's so much shit that's going to come out of this, and I want you guys to be on the lookout. Other than that, thank you guys all for watching. Thank you for being in here for this time period. And to summarize everything, I got a court order against a stalker who has been stalking me and my family for 4 years now in a row. It's court order. It's violation of court order. It's criminal intent. It's crazy. It's crazy. He's gonna spiral out. So his people are gonna be shattered. Be on the lookout. I got a lot more things coming. I might be going on live today. I gotta go make a couple runs, part of what I'm doing. So I'll follow up with you guys. Be on the lookout. And I'm telling you guys this much right now. The way I'm going at it, I'm gonna be at 100,000 on my subs, and it's gonna be game over. Right? There's nobody gonna try to misrepresent my FOIA work. Nobody could do that. There's only one person that tried it, and it's gonna be shown different. It's gonna be shown otherwise. Anyways, thank you guys. The one who encourages you to them.